You think you better than me? It's not sexy, it's not cute. Dating is draining. Extreme to some. It stay. It always look like it's wet. About what to do if you fall off in your fitness journey, if you feel like you overate one day and you feel absolutely fat, you don't know what's going on, this is what you should do. Number one, get back on the wagon and keep going. Period. Just keep going. Today, I almost did not make it to the gym because my phone, the alarm, it went off, but I couldn't hear it. I don't know what was wrong with my phone. I don't know. About the time I did wake up, it was because I had to use the bathroom. And I look at the time and I'm like, I started to make that excuse. I was like, you know what? I probably should just go ahead and let today I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna skip today. But then I thought about it. I'm like, if I skip today, then I'm gonna feel bad about skipping today too. So no, we're gonna do it. We promised ourselves that we're gonna stick to it. I know that I had to rearrange some things because when you miss a day at the gym, it's like the world is ending. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I looked at the time, I gotta take my kids to school, the whole thing. So I made it in to do the workout portion. My cardio gonna have to be done at home. I have a walking pad and I have a bike. I'm gonna have to do it regardless. I know I ain't gonna feel like it, but you gotta push yourself to do the things that you don't feel like doing. That's just the reality of it. How bad do you want it? Do you really want it? If you don't want it, then don't do it. But I told myself that I'm looking for results, like real results. I've been stagnant for the past couple of years because I've been up and down, up and down, up and down. Not forcing myself, not challenging myself, not sticking to a real routine. I had a routine of going to the gym. I had a routine of eating food, but it wasn't the right routine. So once you admit that, once you figure out what it is that you need to do and you start doing it, consistency. You have to be consistent. Don't nobody like that word. It's not sexy, it's not cute, but you got to be consistent. I mean, that's the only way you're going to make it, if you be consistent. You have to show up day in and day out. When nobody's looking and it's just you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, the reason why I'm still fat, or the reason why I'm still not losing weight. And when I say fat, that's not to take a jab at larger people than me. I'm saying fat as in like body fat. The reason why I still have the body fat is because I didn't put in the work. I didn't put enough effort in. I did the just enough. Like, you can go to the gym and still come out the same way because you just went, just to say you went. But when you go and really train, training is different than exercise. Exercise is just movement. I did it. Training is really putting in that pressure. It's really like that resistance. That's really training. There are two different things. This go around, I'm training. I believe in the past, it was exercise. I did lose the weight, but I didn't have the shape that I was looking for. So now I'm all in. It's to the point my sister offered me out food. I'm telling her, no thank you. I'm moving my calories. Extreme to some, you're doing the most to some people, but this is for me. This is not for you. I gotta live with this body. I have health problems that I need to fix. We don't all have the same body. We don't all have the same mindset. If you're cool with how you do things, cool. Not knocking it, not judging it. I judge me. It's me against me at the end of the day. So I hate when people say it's just a fry, it's just a this, it's just a that. Yes, and then it becomes a habit that once you do it over and over and over and over, that's how people let themselves go. No. I have an image in my head of what I need to look like, and I'm going to look like that. Period. Like, that's it, and that's all. I know what the goal is, and so I'm going to keep going until I reach that goal. I don't care how long it takes, but I'm going to keep going. It's hard. When am I going to see the body that I was looking for? You're going to see it if you don't quit. If you quit, you'll never see it. So it's kind of like, which one do you want? If the goal is to lose body fat, you need to eat in a calorie deficit. Period. Your portion sizes need to be the correct portion sizes. Not eating for 3 people. You know when you go to Chipotle and you get a big bowl, you know they're going to make you the bowl. If you eat that bowl in one setting, you are not in a calorie deficit. You know why I say this? Because 9 times out of 10, the people who eat their Chipotle bowl in one setting, after that digest or whatever, and it's not going to fully digest right then and there, but after you feel like you're not full again, you're going to want something sweet. You're going to want some chips. You're going to want some more food. You're going to probably want a drink. You're going to want a whole bunch of things you don't need. Do not eat the entire bowl if you're going to do Chipotle. If you're going to go the route of a Chipotle bowl, don't eat the whole bowl. My suggestion would be get the bowl and break it up in sections. I've done this before and it worked. I had bought a chicken bowl, extra veggies. I went home and I took the bowl and I put it in separate containers. You shouldn't be eating a big old plate for 3 people. Period.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, perfume, go.
I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit, high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis, with poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs, dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen, better yet with your friends and them, I really wanna know you off, I really wanna show you off, fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne, cold nights when you curse this name, you called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range, I heard that, she wanna go and party, she wanna go and party, nigga don't approach her with that Atari, nigga that ain't good game home is sorry, they say conversation, rule a nation, I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs, unless I write it down for real, P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Y'all, I just got myself together. I slept a little later today. Y'all know I'm a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. For those of you who follow me, who watch my videos, you know I'm a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. girly. Go to the gym. That's what I do. But today is Saturday. I slept in a little later, took my time, paced myself, and cleaned up, got the kids situated, and I'm heading out so that I can get this is active rest day, so we're not lifting weights. We're actually going to be outside so we can get our steps and come back in the house, continue on with my day. We are taking watermelon that I chopped this up yesterday and put in a bowl. But today, I put in a little container to take with me. I should have got two. I should make two, but I'm gonna just do one. Eat another one when I come back. Watermelon is so good for you. You know, it's made up of mostly water, so can't hurt you. You can eat a lot of it, but don't overdo it in a day because the watermelon can spike your insulin levels. So you can research that. I might not said it perfectly, but you can research that. Just got my usuals, the oxy shred, acetylcontin, you know, glutamine. We're gonna drink that. We're gonna walk. Filled up my cup of water. This is the fit. Hold on, my head though. All right, so going on. This is a fit, just a top and pants set from Amazon. It has like a crisscross back. That's what it is. I did wet my hair down because I am gonna take it down, and I like moussed it so that it can have that style, that wet look. It's gonna stay. I'm using this new mousse. It works. It's called Edge Booster. If y'all know about the new Edge Booster collection, I might show y'all the bottle later. But yeah, Edge Booster. It puts the patterns, that wave pattern in. And you know how like when you go outside it's hot and it poof up? This don't do that. Once you wet it, brush it, it stay. It always look like it's wet, even when it's not wet. So that's my new trick. That's my new hack. Try that. I'm gonna just clamp this up until we get it outside. We're gonna talk in the car. You see these about to come off. My lashes is hanging on by a thread, girl. We're gonna get these fixed today. So that's on the agenda. We're outside walking, lashes, and a chill day. That's it. I was gonna cook on the grill, not cooking on the grill like a cookout or nothing like that, but just to throw my kids something on the grill for dinner, like maybe some hot dogs or something like that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but we shall see. Y'all, I ain't gonna put my mic on because I need to charge my phone. But y'all, we got the lashes hit. You see the lashes, they hit. Because I was looking real rough, okay? I was rough. We got them done. I feel much better now. Let them dry. Okay. And I told y'all, you see the hair? It's still like got that wet look. So yeah. I want to say the bottom part is still, no, actually the bottom part dry because I ain't put the mousse at the bottom, at the, you know, the base. I just put it like the top layer and brush it down. But see, it looks wet, but it's not wet. We're on our way to do our walk because we have to get our steps, and it is, I'm only at 1,520 steps. We need 10K steps. I got my Bloom's energy drink. I did not eat my egg yet, so we're gonna eat. I'm about to eat my egg. I have to put this in my app and track it because I'm being intentional, guys. Again, I know I will fall on and off the wagon. Track, don't track, track, don't track, track. But we tracking because we need to see what is what. Tracking is going to help me see what's causing the bloating. We need to know certain foods have you inflamed, so that way I can go back and look in the app and be like, okay, so if I had, you know, say I go to the doctors and they want to know, what have you been eating? And I can tell them like, well, I track my food. This is exactly what I eat. She can pinpoint, this is what's causing you inflammation or whatever, whatever, whatever. Maybe you need to cut that out. So I'm tracking. I eat the rice. Now, I know y'all gonna judge me, but my sister gave me her hash brown that she did not want. This hash brown knocking. This hash brown knocking, y'all. But I'm being intentional. I'm being intentional with what I do, what I say, and how I move. Because I'm growing up. I am growing up, you guys. I'm growing up, and it's time to make some changes. Now, what changes is uncomfortable. You used to a way of life, and you be like, I always done it this way. Switch it up. People, places, and things, yes, switch it up. What I was gonna say was, people around you aren't gonna like when you change. When you change, it feels like, what you on? You think you better than me? Think you better than us? Who you think you are? That's when you start getting the comments that say, humble yourself, you're doing too much, you was fine the way you are. People don't want you to grow. People don't want you to be better. Baby, no. Environments, when I start to sense some type of energy, negative energy, spirits, it's time to go home. It's time to go. That's what I'm working on. And with my weight loss, fitness journey, whatever, I have not been able to find anybody I can relate to. And so that's been my prayer. You know, I've been asking God, like, send me the right women who are like me, who like fitness, health and wellness, who like content creation, because I don't have anybody that like do what I do. I don't have a problem with cutting my camera on and being vulnerable. I don't have a problem with cutting my camera on and taking my own pictures and watching myself along the way, see how my hairstyles have evolved, my outfits have evolved, my body have evolved, my attitude, my demeanor have evolved. I don't have a problem with that. I just really love the camera, and I just want to find a like-minded individual or individuals who want to do a content day. We filming each other, we out and about, we getting different scenery, we recording our fitness journey, and I gotta make sure I cut that part out, because I was being nosy. Cut that part of the video out. I want content creator friends, because they will get it. I feel like having content creator friends, they'll understand when you need to pull your camera out to film what I eat in a day, film outfit of the day. You know, like these type of things I do, I like. These people don't like that. They ain't into that. I'm not knocking anybody who aren't into content creation, who don't want to get fit or healthy or whatever. I'm not knocking those individuals. I just need to be in the right alignment with people who are. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So we manifesting that. We're manifesting healthy living. We're manifesting being equally yoked. So let's get on the topic of dating. I don't even really talk about this really on any of my platforms, honestly, because, you know, can't be too sure with people who watch and who ain't. But since I feel like, no shade to myself, because I feel like I'm going to shade myself in my channel, because we know my channel can blow up at any given moment or whatever. But I feel like I can have this topic right now because there's nobody really watching these videos like that anyway. except my day ones who watch this video. When it comes to dating, I feel like dating is draining this day and age, because you exchange numbers. You liked them because you found them attractive, right? And you like, okay, you give them your number, y'all start texting. Some dudes will immediately turn you off. Like, when I say immediately, I mean immediately, because you'll exchange numbers. The first thing they want you to do is send them a picture. Either, you know what type of picture. That kind of picture, immediately. Send me some pictures. No. Like, what? Or they'll be like, when can I see you? Immediately. Like they didn't, no thought until like we exchange numbers and asking you like, when is your free time? And, you know, I set this date up where we meet up somewhere or whatever and have brunch or dinner or whatever. No, they don't do that. They expecting to come to your house that night. Like, what? Sir, no. Relax. You're doing way too much. Now, I'm not knocking people who, you know, who have done that. That's your preference. You cool with that. That's fine. And certain situations, it do call for somebody like they might come to your house because of the situation you in. Let me explain. Let's say you meet a guy and you already explained that you have kids or you have like special need kids. You can't really get out much, so you have to be at home. But you are interested in that person and you would like to see them. And maybe you got your kids down for a nap or whatever the case may be. He might say, well, I don't mind, you know, a little card game. Maybe you might want to play some Uno. I don't know. This is not typical, and I doubt this ever happens. But I'm just saying, you can make an exception for that type of situation where you guys can chat on the porch and just vibe out on the porch and talk, or sit in a car out front. Maybe. You can. It just depends on the type of guy. You can't be too careful, because you can agree to that, but that guy's situation, I feel like most of the time you might say that, and then a guy come see you, right? You know for a fact what this dude intention's gonna end up being. So he might be like, so you can't hand up, so like I can't come in just for a second. We just gonna talk and chill. Like, and then you know he gonna try to make a move. So it just be like, don't put yourself in situations where you know it can lead to tempting type of situations. So just avoid it altogether. If we're gonna date and we're gonna talk, set something up where I find me a babysitter and we can move on to the next stage. You feel me? Like, let's do that. Let's just be intentional when dating. And dating is collecting data. I got this wrong in my early 20s. I got it wrong. When I stopped talking to my children's father, I was talking to people and I got it wrong. When dating, you are supposed to collect data, meaning, what do you like? What do you don't like? You know, I don't think you should bring up things that your ex has done so early on in the relationship, as far as like talking to somebody at talking stage, like trying to figure out who they are and if you really like them and you want to move forward with this person. I don't think you should be all, because I can't stand every time you have a conversation is about your ex. I can't stand my ex. He used to do this to me. He used to do that to me. Da, da, da. That's a killer in a relationship, like, or in a talking stage. That's an automatic killer, automatic turn off. You doing too much talking about your ex. That's why you have to be careful in that beginning stage. People already showed you the red flags. You saw the red flags in them. You already know. It's a no-no. But because if you already slept with the person it's kind of like you sucked in now. Because now you might like that part of them, but you don't like them. So now it's hard to break up with the person because you already gave yourself to that person without knowing that person. So now you stuck. You done met the family, kids, friends, all of that. You done met all of that. And now you can't pull away. I believe that we need to be intentional when it comes to dating. Because you're not equally yoked. Y'all don't have the same beliefs. Also, I also believe that, like, all back to the health and wellness part. I feel like when it comes to health and wellness, I need somebody who's in the gym like me. Or if they're not in the gym, at least they do work out. Like, say they might work out at home. They might go for runs in the morning or night or during the day. I don't know. Shoot, they might be a personal trainer. I don't know. But I do feel like that person needs to be healthy. I do feel like that person do need to make healthy choices. I do feel like they need to be in that health and wellness space if I'm going to date somebody. That's just how I feel. Because of my past. Because of the bad mistakes. Well, I'm not going to say mistakes. Bad decisions I made in my past. I just know that as I'm moving forward with life, I don't want to go back. So, we're manifesting healthy relationships. A spouse. I'm be honest with you, I see me with someone who's like me. I do. I see me with somebody who likes working out, eat healthy, prioritize like sleep and meditation, like that type of person. And that does not mean that he's corny, or that doesn't mean that that individual is, I don't know, because, you know, society has this thing where if a guy is working out and he's meditating and he's, you know, he makes sure that his appearance and stuff is on point and all of that stuff, he's like sassy. He's a simp. That's how I feel. But we just, like I said, we're just manifesting a better lifestyle when it comes to health and wellness. We're manifesting better choices being made with our finances. The person, you know, when you're dating, I feel like you should not be dating anyone if you can't provide for yourself. Because it starts with self first. So if you can't provide for yourself, well, why are you looking for someone? Why are you dating someone you can't even provide for yourself? Yeah, this is not the time for you to be dating anyone. You should be focused on saving and cleaning up your debts, making better choices with your money. If you got kids, you need to be focused on your kids. You just need to make sure that the areas of your life is being properly taken care of. You need to tend to that before you try to tend to somebody else. That's all. And we just talking and we just vibing out until I get to my destination. We're trying to get down here so we can start this walk and get these steps in. But y'all feel me? I just think that people just be out here dating just so that they can tell somebody they got somebody. Because like they might look really, really good, but they ugly inside. You haven't done the work to see who you are as a person. I don't care how sexy you look. You could be ugly in the inside, nasty, just bad demeanor, just bad vibes. Like every time I turn around, you got an attitude. Every time I turn around, you negative. Drama. I don't care that you look good. I don't care that you got money. I mean, I do care that you got money. But it's not about the money. Ranting. I'll be back.
Ever since I left the city, you and me, we just don't get along. You made me feel like I did you wrong.